Okay, we're not. We have all the lockers in. This is going to be a large instructional room. So they could either have 3 classes in here or divide it up to 2 or 1, however they need to use this space. So a couple of things that they've been working on a systems level is getting the mechanical systems up and running, fire alarm, lighting controls. So when you look up, these boxes are fan power reheat of the space. So what happens is the hot water and hot air comes off from the main mechanical air handler, and then once it comes to the room, sometimes it needs a little boost of temperature or dehumidification. So that's what that unit is doing right there, is providing that. And they're going through, they go to every single classroom, they test them all, they balance them, make sure that the water flow through the piping system is correct. And then they also test every single one of these diffusers on the ceiling and make sure that the airflow coming out of it matches what was specified in the design. And there's dampers on the system where they manually adjust the airflow that's coming out. So it's a pretty long process. They started it towards the end of last month, and we'll probably continue on through November. And then they also go through every single classroom and program the lighting, which, see if I can find the lighting control box. So that box up there with the 2 black packs coming off of it, that's the lighting control box, and each one of those relight packs has controls for the specific lighting in the room, and they go through and program the high-low sensors, daylight sensors, occupancy sensors. So when you walk into a space, the lights will turn on automatically. If it's really sunny one day, they'll dim. So all that's happening right now as well. And then fire alarm is also getting tested, and we have, these are occupancy sensors. This room does not have the fire alarm in it yet, so I'll point that out when we get to another room. The elevators will come late November. Doesn't it look nice out here?
Mm-hmm.
And there is a process of putting sod down for the practice field. So the benefit of having the sod on the field is it's already strong, well-grown in, strong product. So they can lay the sod and water it like crazy, and you'll be able to use it in the spring for sports. The main mechanical room, which they do have locked right now, which is good. I think I still have my key actually. I could open that for us. We won't go in, but you can take a look in here. So in this space, thank you. This is all live now, so that's why we're not going to go in here. But this is the main power coming from the Pico transformer out of the road and going through a switchgear system, which these are basically large breakers that control power to certain areas of the building. And there's another transformer in the corner that steps the power down further to make it more usable within the building for systems that require lower voltage. That's one of the biggest steps in getting the building ready to turn over, is getting these systems up and running and testing, and getting climate control in here, because some of the finishes like the gym floor, all of the woodworking, display cases, that kind of stuff requires climate control. So this is the food service area. And the last time you saw it, I think there was no floor and just some tile getting started.
Yeah.
So the equipment came last week, and they bring it in, set it up, and electricians work with the food service installers to get everything wired, make sure what was delivered, work the wiring that was approved during the submittal process. And back here is the main kitchen. And this is where a lot of the cooking happens. Dishwashing stations down there. There's storage back here, the fridge and freezer, and they have their own locker room over here for the kitchen staff.
Fancy.
Yeah. Wait till you see the gym.
Oh, I need to see this.
So this is the gym progress. We're just about ready to get the hardwood floors in here. We have all of the gym equipment is up now except for the acoustic mats on the walls, and the scoreboards will be getting started up pretty soon, but everything else is powered up and operable. And the other reason why the mechanical systems are really important, you can feel it's warm in here. The gym has a really low tolerance for humidity, so they have the unit that services the gym up and running during daytime hours right now, and it keeps close track on the humidity, and if it goes too high, it'll kick into dehumidification. So this is the men's locker room. It's nice, right?
Yeah. They're doing tiny lockers instead of the big lockers?
Yeah, they're doing the small ones, and then you have a couple showers, restrooms, and they have a team room also with whiteboards on the opposite side, so you can have team meetings. So this room's ready for cleaning and furniture. They have the window shades in, all the casework's in, the floor's in, the ceiling's all done. We've had all of our inspections in here. They've done all the above ceiling inspections before they put the ceiling tile in. So the next steps for this room would be punch lists. So they come through, you'll have like the plumbing designer would come check all the faucets, make sure hot water's hot water, cold water's cold water. And then the architect comes through and marks that, there's a nick on the wall, they'll highlight it, it'll get repainted. And the punch list will be pretty small because we continually have inspections and have the design team through the building. So we've been working on stuff as we go.